All right. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us here at Villains by the Hour. Magical Girl, Villains for Hire meets the Office. You might be like, wow, I feel for Grizlar because the ending of that last episode, man, he really got shafted.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Um, and maybe Grizlar will get some redemption today as we finish this laser battle that we're coming into the part 2 of. But before we do that, we're going to introduce our fantastic players who are joining us today to play Villains by the Hour in the TV the RPG system, which is an indie system designed to play like a TV show or a movie. Since I heart-wrenched you with their character at the end of last episode, I'm going to toss it to Blake first.
Hello, everybody. My name is Blake, and I'm playing Grizlar, the 3-foot-tall, formerly janitor kaiju, but it's fine. You can find me, of course, you can find me here, or sometimes with Zil Zaddy, or with the Cozy Trauma crew, but just excited to get to play with this group today.
Awesome. And the person that caused Grizlar's downfall, Christian.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christian. Louis Kaboom on all the socials. I'll be playing Dr. Rash, PhD, who has done nothing wrong ever.
Not a single thing. 12, the little weird Tinkerbell thing. Nothing wrong.
I feel like I'm going to be the heel of this group, and I'm okay with it.
Rain, let people know where they can find you. What are you up to?
Hello, I am Rain, also known in various internet spaces as Rainbow Tiefling. Our wondrous director Kayla has finally convinced me to allow that to actually be linked in the show notes, so you can see if I ever return to the internet in larger scale. But yeah, I am playing Todd Burns, aka Intern Inferno, and I'm excited to hopefully redeem ourselves, because this is not going well.
It's not going well. And I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna tell them that you're the social media cryptid, we have to give them some way to watch out for the cryptid. So,
yeah, it's like a Bigfoot sighting.
Yeah.
I might post once every couple of years.
Exactly. Don't post anything, just do a story that's like a Bigfoot walking past the camera.
I really want to do that now. I'm gonna have to set a reminder.
And last but not least, Sophia, let people know where they can find you. What are you up to?
Hi, everyone. I am Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we. You can find me on Blue Sky at Nerdy Teddy, and you can also usually find me over with Nerds with Dice, where I am the founder and one of the chancellors. All kinds of fun things are always happening over there, so come check that out. I am currently running a multi-season show that's about to soon start season 2, called Fields of the Dead, a Midwestern zombie apocalypse. Big plans there, so if you ever get the time, come check that out. And then if you I'll be occasionally on various other places, so check me out on social media to find out where I am.
Awesome. And as you all know, I am Kayla, just KDM Dalliance. I am here at Paracosm Entertainment. I live here. I'm locked here. Help. Send a help. I do this show, and you will see several more getting announced here soon that I will also be doing on this channel. I'm also on occasionally, library checked out to other streams to be on there, and also work under the thumb of Jess and Keith in Underground Oracle Publishing, where we put out a ridiculous number of things. Go check out that link tree for even more things. If you're like, Kayla, how do you sleep with all the things in this link tree? The answer is I do not. I just told you I live here. Send help. With that, we will be transitioning over to our laser battle. And as you guys might remember or may not remember, let's go ahead and remind you, our villains are the blue team and their rivals are the red team. So they're not doing so great right now. they're not having the best time, getting their butts kicked a little bit. Maybe a little bit. As we get into this, you might have realized that we don't have a player with us today. Nekla is out, so as we start, Nekla's character goes to take a step, and we hear a crunch sound, similar to the crunch sounds we've heard, with Maevis's character stepping on some of their weapons here and there. Except it's not them stepping on a weapon. The crunch sound we see is the splintering of the floor under them that swallows their character up, and then almost like video game style, the pieces float back up and are together, and then you hear another scream sound off from the other side of the arena as maybe something similar happens to one of their characters, and then you hear like a doo 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 like over the loudspeakers, and your nanobots go, "Hi, you may have seen some of your team disappear. Please don't worry. They are being handled and will return in an unknown amount of time. Thank you for your consideration. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your day."
That is legitimately the most, like, concerning thing that could have possibly happened. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And you go in. So yeah, top of the round, it's a y'all. Have some fun. What would you like to do? You're down by 5 points.
Well, so just for point of order, so there's Dr. Rash made it slick near that where the blue stuff is, right? That's like slick area, correct?
Yeah, he
Wanna
laid
make sure.
down his
Okay.
slime. Was the BS point he spent to lay down a slime trail all over the arena floor.
Oh.
Do we get BS points back, by the way, or
Yeah, at the beginning of each episode, you get your BS points back.
Oh, we got him back. Okay, so we should have 3.
I mean, however many you're supposed to have,
Unless
you all have different amounts of BS
Mouth. That's
points.
a good point. That's a good point. I guess. Who wants to sing?
I have an
mean-
idea.
Yeah.
Hot vampire dude that's over here that I can't remember his name.
Jin the Devourer.
Yeah. I would. Maevis is gonna like kind of like shake off her distraction here, and I think she's again just playing into the magical world tropes. I think this is one of those things where it's not like you can't tell where if she shouts it or if it just like happens, but like she jumps into the air like sword ready to like come down and slash him, and like you just hear like lunar crescent slash or something just as she like comes down to try to get him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me some action and see if you can get him.
Come on.
Okay, so I know we just talked about it. I want to add my sword fighting and my specialty, which is how much dice it is.
So, this is area of expertise, right?
Yeah, area expertise and specialty. I'd like to add that as well.
Yeah, so I think it's 2 and 2. So 4 plus whatever your bonus is, plus your dice roll.
Okay, and the dice roll is just a d20, correct?
Yeah.
Come on. We're gonna make our comeback. It starts right here.
19.
Hey, yes, you do in fact get a
Or
point.
23. Sorry, I forgot to add the plus. 23.
Still a point. Oh no, I did something I didn't want to. You suddenly have no points instead of 4 points. My bad. Yeah, you leap up and land doing your lunar crescent slash on Jin the Devourer. They to remind everyone, they had like backwards tuxedo masks leaped away from you. After the last time you tried to hit them, and they just kind of danced with you for a little bit. So they are facing you as you come down and get them. And as your sword strikes their vest to get you that point, they just kind of like wink at you, give a little smirk.
Can I, in that case, can I pull off to confession cam?
Yeah.
Real quick. Why are they all like this? Why are they all so hot and so mean? Why? Why are they all like this?
I think you hear like someone from behind the camera, the crew, just like stutter, go, aren't you guys villains?
Oh, right. Right. Carry on.
I certainly couldn't be the problem, could I?
I love that carry on at the end of the confession camp before Okay, so Maevis landed a hit on Jin, so their vest is currently down at the moment. Grizlar, Dr. Ash, Todd, what would you like to do?
And they can't shoot, right? When they're out, they can't shoot, correct? When they get tagged for a minute?
Yeah, they're down
okay.
for a little bit.
Okay. I mean, from where I am, can I see anyone else or just the vampire?
From where you are, you could have seen the brain guy. You saw the brain guy fall through a hole. That's who fell through the
Okay, he's gone, okay.
The brain guy fell through a hole. He's not there anymore. So you saw him do that. You don't currently see anyone else. You do know that Killer Clown is heading towards your base because they made it past both Todd and Vi, because Todd tried to throw the grenade at them and grenaded themselves. So you did hear Vi shout, "Killer Clown heading towards the headquarters!"
Got you, okay. I see Dr. Rash is over there, so I'm sure he's going to come in contact with them, I assume. So yeah, I'll head to, because we get points by hitting their target, right? We get, how many points we hit theirs?
You get 3 points if you hit bases.
Okay, I will start heading in that direction, because I feel like Dr. Rash will be taking on Killer Clown. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Is that, okay. I mean, Dr. Rash.
I mean, is Dr. Rash going to take on the Killer Clown? Dr. Rash, are you afraid of clowns?
No. In fact, I think Dr. Ash thinks they're quite sweet.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Then we're golden then. See, I'm gonna start heading in the direction of their target, being mindful of traps too as I'm going.
Yeah, roll me a 20 as you pass some of these little ball things.
Okay.
That we have come to know will, by circumstance, either be good or bad for you.
20. As an action roll, well, it's gonna have to be okay.
I was like, it has to be. You can only do action.
So I don't just run over there, okay? Like I do some like wall runs too, kind of like, you know, super athletic.
I like to think you do wall runs, but you're only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's not that tall. Yeah.
So it's like 3 feet off the wall.
But I also clean the wall too. I have a little ragged plot to kind of clean the spot I go on. So yeah, it's actually
very obvious where Grizlar is.
18.
Awesome.
18.
So, I will let you tell me, do you want to be able to shoot one of these things or to get one good thing from one of these things?
Wait, can you say the second part again?
Do you want to be able to shoot one of these things because you rolled an 18 with your bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to be able to get a good thing from one of these things? Benefit
want to,
or
I think,
points?
I think we need the points. Oh, did we lose someone? Okay, they're back now. And my screen, someone got dropped, but I think we're good.
It did
I'll take
carousel thing, but yeah, everybody's back now.
What do you guys think? I mean, do we need how many points are we down by? We're down by
4.
I think we need the
score.
points. We need it.
All right, so you can shoot one of these things. Because one of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not the one here. And as you go running and cleaning, parkour, you parkour off of one wall towards the red wall with the green centering, and one of the turrets pops up, and you go, "Not today, Satan!" while you're upside down parkouring, and shoot it and get a point.
Actually, Grizlar says not today, grime is what Grizlar would say.
Grime,
So...
yes. Not a RuPaul drag race fan, I see, Grizlar. So you get a point for the group. You shot one of their turrets as they try to shoot you. So, Todd or Dr. Rash, what would you like to do?
I think I've got something that I can try to block off this demon clown. So I think it might be reasonable to assume that like Dr. Ash probably experiments on himself quite often as well whenever test subjects are I mean that's why he looks the way he does in the first place, as as a dehydrated blobfish man. So what I would like to happen, if I have to spend a BS point I will, is try to put Dr. Ash in between the base and the clown, and then he'll like inject himself with some syringe that he keeps on his belt, like one of the syringes that he keeps on him, and try to just grow as many like tentacles or appendages as I can to just create like a wall of meat for the demon clown to run through. Okay,
so I will let two things happen. You can spend your BS point to say you have the syringe on you. You have syringes on you. You grab one to do a thing. So what we're gonna do is do a mystery roll, because it's your brain. What did you make in these? You have a couple. I'll give you a couple on your belt. If you roll, 1, 2, we'll say 6. Something I want to happen happens. If you roll 7 to, let's say, like 12, you get most of what you're asking for. With a complication. If you roll above a 12, exactly what you want to happen happens. You picked the right syringe to stab yourself with.
All right, so my personal goal is 7 to 12. But, I believe this does apply to my mutagenic specialty.
Yes, you would get that bonus.
Okay, which is good because I also have a -3 to mystery.
I always forget, despite calling yourself Dr. Rash, that you have the below mystery.
How many supervillains actually do have PhDs?
I mean, that's fair. How many of them claim to have PhDs and don't actually have PhDs?
Ooh, just barely.
Just barely. Yeah. So yeah, you do stab yourself with something. You feel yourself. Let's see. What creature would you be aiming for in order to add to your current appendages?
I think what he would be going for would have been something tentacly, maybe like squids or octopuses. What I think happened, if you want me to offer something, what I think could happen instead is some other creatures with long appendages, like instead of maybe tentacles, it's like an elephant trunk. Something that's maybe not as useful as the tentacles might have been, but still like long. Jellyfish. I don't know. Do jellyfish have tentacles? I don't know how useful they are.
Outside of the water, not very useful, if I remember correctly. because they are in fact just jelly. So yeah, so we'll go with a combo of things. So you stabbed yourself with something, and as you're stabbing yourself with something and injecting it, you notice on the vial of the syringe, you have like a question mark, and then there's like a cutout picture of a elephant and a cutout picture of a jellyfish, and then another question mark. So I will say you get a little bigger in size, just a little bit bigger in size. Where your little blob nose is, though, it kind of like bulges, and like there's a popping sound, and you now have a elephant trunk. And then instead of just slime, you have like almost dreadlocks of jelly stingers now, just going down your body. You look a little hairy, but I would not recommend touching Dr. Rush right now. It may end up stinging. So you have something, and you do have, in fact, tentacles. Maybe they'll help you.
Dr. Rush is going to consider this a win. If I can move, I would just like to put myself like in this little intersection over here, because I feel like it's the fastest way to get to our base, and so at the very least I can stop the clown.
Yeah, especially with all that slime you laid down. Awesome. Todd, what would you like to do?
I would like to continue moving toward the opposing team's base. And I think as Todd comes around this bend, he pretty much has a direct line of sight to Grizlar, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like see Grizlar scoring a point for us and be like, nice, and then keep running.
And as you keep running, you do see one of the other team come into view.
Awesome. Do you think I can get to approximately here?
Yeah, you could probably get there.
Okay. I think right after I finger guns in the direction of Grizlar, Todd's gonna like clap his hands together and start like doing a little friction motion to pull up his flames, and then if I'm able to this turn, when I see the enemy come into sight, just kind of like flamethrower in their direction.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. You could definitely try. I will always let you all try.
Alrighty. So this would be it's definitely action. So for synergy bonus, I think only a +2 because I don't technically have a prop.
You do not.
Okay. Sounds good. So 23? Is 23 gonna do it?
Yes, 23 is in fact gonna hit the poor little person that got told to be on this team.
Oh no. Wait, which one is it?
It's the one that Maevis was eyeballing, our Medusa character. Just got
I'm sorry.
flamed to the face.
Can I attempt to aim it? 23 is a pretty good roll. Can I aim it for like more body and like vest, less like the snakes on her head?
Sure, you can definitely try and be like, oh shit, a little bit. This poor Medusa character who you have yet to find out the name of. Making some fire damage.
Is that a point? Did we get a point?
Yeah, you did get a point. You went from 5 to 6 for that. But because you didn't shoot them, their vest is still active.
Alright.
So they're gonna try and shoot you.
Fair enough.
Let me pull up what their stats are. Because I did in fact make everyone a stat block. Oh yeah, they're not great at action. Like, oh well. They were not built for action. They were just told to be here. They were told to be here, and so they are here. Okay, 14. I'm assuming does not hit your action defense.
Action defense is 10 plus modifier, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So no, it does not.
Yeah, does not. I mean, in all fairness to this poor Medusa, she did just get whacked with a ball of flame. So
I'll just like parkour out of the way.
yeah, I think she gets whacked with the ball of flame, and it's stumbling backwards as she tries to take a shot at you, and does not manage to hit you, and lands on her butt by the base. That's what I'm gonna say happens. Jin is going to be like, "What's up?" And is going to return. Their vest is deactivated, so they can't earn a point. But that doesn't stop a villain. So they are going to try and disarm you, which I believe would also be an action for them. So action roll for Jin the Devourer. I always give myself such hard names. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I just do. And it's always ones I have to say out loud a lot. That's only a 9. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit your action defense.
So because I have Hopeless Romantic, it's always the action happens against my drama. The drama would be an 11 here for this, so a 9 does not hit.
Yeah, no. 9 does not hit an 11.
And I believe that means he rolls on the
yes.
Drama table.
Ooh.
Yes, on the drama.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting. For those of you who don't know what lies on the drama table, it could be friendship. It could be all kinds of weird shit on the drama table. So go ahead and roll a d20 for me so we can see what ends up being things for 15. 15 is betrayed. So your next challenge must be against a teammate. This can be mystery or comedy. So they tried to disarm you, and I think it goes in that very like super stereotypical, like over the top, like 80s animated, like trying to disarm you thing where you're like face to face over the sword. And I think you win the struggle with the sword and kind of knock Jin back a little bit. And they're a little confused, and we'll deal with their betrayal later. And you do hear behind you all as our killer clown moves. I do want to remind the audience, I'm so sorry that I'm really good at the killer clown laugh. I also hate clowns. That's why I made a killer clown villain. I'm sorry. He's going.
My enemies will know my dread.
Yeah, my enemies will. I mean, I also hate spiders, and I made an entire book about spider monsters. So, like,
Isn't this clown also? Doesn't he have like spider legs?
He is.
Yes, he has spider legs.
It's her own nightmare fuel.
Because that's why he can move so quickly, because he has those big legs so he can like crawl and do all those spidery stuff.
Because he popped him out of his back if it wasn't terrifying enough before. So does 11 hit your action defense?
Hold on, I just had this up. It does not. Minus 13.
Right. So it misses you for the point. I'm going to roll a couple times on the action chart because we did forget to do that for Todd. And we could just, decide if we want them or not. But we did 10 and 4. So 10 is injured and 4 is moral sin. Y'all get moral sin a lot for a group of villains.
Well, self-consciouses, so... Who would be injured though?
Would that be the Medusa?
Yeah, I'm gonna give injured to Medusa.
Okay.
Because she did get fire to the face chest area and landed on her butt. And then you, moral sin, interpret that how you will, Dr. Ash. But you lose an extra plot point, but do not roll an extra result. So you'll lose 2 plot points instead of. Well,
Wait, didn't
no, not
Dr.
you.
Rush-
Killer
not
Clown.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Killer Clown
Yeah.
will lose 2 plot points. Not you.
Because he knows being a clown is wrong. That's the moral sense. Deep down.
Existence. Have you seen this guy?
It's like, actually, maybe my villain persona is a little over the top.
A little.
I've gone too far.
went from finance bro to nightmare fuel.
Mhm.
Actually, well, I feel worse, but I have more hate towards the finance bro than I do towards the killer clown.
Was that the werewolf? Was that the?
No, the finance bro turned into Killer Clown. Remember, he was in
Oh,
like
duh,
the
yes.
pink polo
Mhm.
shirt and khakis and loafers.
Yeah, that guy worst.
Worst guy ever.
I feel like him and Dr. Rash would be friends, but I'm just saying, no.
How dare you?
So there is one other person you cannot see who I will roll for. What happens with them? Yeah, okay. Try not to delete the numbers this time. Alright, so back up at the top. Whoever wants to go first, Dr. Rush, Todd, Grizlar, Maevis, what's your team doing? You're so close! You're so close, you can taste it!
Can we, is there like, I'm assuming targets on the enemy base that we can shoot at?
Yeah, so if you hit the enemy base in general, you'll get 3 points, yes.
Come on, Todd.
Okay, so I want to move to here and pull out, oh gosh, it's been a while since the last session. I believe I grabbed a pistol last time. Somebody in the audience, correct me if I'm wrong. Pull that pistol back out.
These little
and-
idiosyncrasies happen in actual filming too. It's fine.
I'm gonna try and take a shot at the base.
Yeah.
So...
Go ahead and
Hey,
roll.
that is technically that's a prop.
Yep, you got a prop. You are doing
Um,
action things. So you will be rolling against the base's defense.
How directly related to this scene am I?
I mean, we're a part of the laser tag group, so being like, I feel like.
I will.
Oh, no.
If it. How many BS points do you have?
I only have the one. Don't make me spend it.
I will offer, if you spend it here, you get weird flashbacks to perhaps a lost episode where you also did a laser battle.
I don't want to spend it because it's gonna complicate things. You guys will see the last episode eventually. Okay. So then I think it's just okay, +3 for synergy bonus. Let's do this. I'll take it.
Yeah,
16.
You do hit with a 16 against the base's defense, so you guys are 9. I do just want to take a moment though and say, nice, and then go up to the actual score. So it is tied 9-9. I will say at that point when it does become tied, you see both the bases kind of where they were kind of the red and blue colors. They die down to almost no color, and you do see that green square that you've been seeing in the middle gets even brighter and almost kind of like stroby, like disco ball-y, and starts floating up into the air. And you hear another doo 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 doo. Welcome to the final countdown. And then you just hear a really tinny like and the announcement continues and goes, now it's just a battle royale. Who can get the last point on our middle cube of doom? Have fun, no rules apply anymore. And you hear that ending do 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 for the announcement.
So he's got to shoot the cube. This is what they said. The cube that just got in the middle.
And if you remember, no rules anymore.
It's
I mean,
also
were we playing with rules before?
we just started our turn, so I feel like we
Yeah.
have the advantage here. We got
I know,
two
and I'm right
players
next
there.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're right next to it. Maevis has got this.
Maevis! Let's go, Maevis!
I like how confident you all are. Let's do this. Who's going next? Oh, now everyone's quiet. It was gonna be
I
so
already went.
easy.
I can't do anything else.
Because I was gonna say I'll just go attack the clown.
Okay.
Yeah, go attack the clown with your weird. In my brain, this is such a weird visual of like still blobfish, but now with like jellyfish tentacle dreads and an
Yeah,
elephant nose.
I was picturing like a really thick predator with like an elephant trunk.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll just move up on the clown and I'm just gonna try to like hold him down, just try to like body block him and just keep him held for as long as possible.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
I mean, he has jellyfish tendrils now too, so those must hurt a lot by touching. I'm just saying, with those tendrils.
I mean, is he rubbing his head on the killer clown?
I mean, you're hugging someone though. It's kind of like they're dreads, so I'm just saying.
And they didn't all need to come from the head. He doesn't really have a head anyways. Like it's more just like a face and shoulders, so it's really weird.
I will give you your I'll give you two because you have a trunk which can help you lock down this guy's the dreads. I don't know that in this case would help you restrain someone. It might damage someone, but I don't know if they would help restrain someone.
So an extra +2.
Yeah.
And this is an action roll.
Yes. To lock this guy down.
11.
So that is.
I want you all to thank me because if it weren't for my rolls, you guys would not be rolling so high.
So it does meet his action defense. Yes. His action defense is 11, and because the system itself doesn't tell me if what happens if it meets it, I have decided it meets it. It beats it. You know, maybe add that in version 2. Maybe. You do lock down Killer Clown. His little spider legs are scrambling. You do feel a little pinpricky as they're scrambling.
Main body just wrapped in an elephant trunk.
Yeah.
So they got to roll on the chart now. He's got to roll on the chart.
On the action chart.
As long as we don't explode. Anything but that right now.
Explosion.
It'd be so cool though.
Explosion. Get explosion. Do it. Do it for me.
Oh, is it am I wrong or are you wrong?
No, you're because no.
Yeah, you can
think
roll
you
because
roll,
you
right?
won. You won. You get a roll.
Okay.
9
God. Oh, 9, okay.
injured. So I mean that makes sense. He's got spider legs. We all know that those spider legs are very, very prone to snapping. So there might be some gross snapping sounds happening as the killer clown gets injured. Man, not a good idea to go against Dr. Ash for this clown in particular because he took extra plot point damage and now is injured. So, Grizlar, Maevis, which one of you want to go?
It's up to Maevis. Want me to go? It's up to.
I can go. I think because Jin's vest is active again, right? So like I can just go after him again.
You could, or you could go after the green orby thing that's to your left.
Just to make sure I understood though, the announcement did imply that hitting the opposing team would no longer count as a point?
So it's the final countdown. This thing right here is what you want to hit. This thing.
The green thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In which case, I'm gonna go for a stab on that.
Yeah. Go ahead and
I'm
give
right
me an
there.
action roll for it. You do get your sword stuff because you have the laser sword.
Ooh. 21.
Hey.
Yeah, you're real lucky. Just so you all understand, this had an action defense of 20.
Damn.
And it had some really nasty repercussions for missing it on an action roll. So you guys rolled a 21. Maevis,
Now we know
describe
we
for
just-
me.
we just talk the cube.
Yeah, describe for me how you get to and shatter this cube.
Okay, so it's got to be a little over dramatic anime thing. So it's like jumping, and there's like a shot where you like see her in slow motion moving, and you get like a couple of those, and then she just brings down that sword, striking right in the center of it, and it shatters.
And as you're midair and it shatters, it goes into slow motion and it has kind of that like sound. And then as you pass through it and land on the other side, with Grizlar, it reforms, and then you hear like another announcement sound like doo 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 doo. Wow, fantastic. Great job. Thanks so much for playing. Bye. Bye now. Bye. 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 Bye.
Can we have our
Grizlar's-
teammate back?
Grizlar is stoked, so Grizlar is just like, so he's short, so he's trying to lift Maevis, so he's like grabbing Maevis's knees like to lift them up, like and so he's just like, yeah.
Amazing.
And I think just kind of like coming over the top of the wall, just like out of the shadows, you just see the ninja character who had been getting most of the points from the traps just kind of like sit down on the wall and just kicking their legs.
Can Todd go help up the Medusa character? Because he feels bad that he both shot fire at her and knocked her apparently onto her butt.
Yeah,
be like,
you can.
hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not really athletic. And like, just like, I'm not really built for this.
Why are you in the training exercise then? Are you new to the team?
Oh no, I'm not part of a team. So I'm the executive assistant to Seth now in training.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm Todd, by the way.
Oh, hi. I'm Siren. I just I got assigned to the team because they didn't have full numbers.
Yeah, I'm sure being up in the executive office, you're kind of, I don't know, siloed away from a lot of the other employees. Here, come here. Have you met my friend Maevis? Hey, Maevis!
This feels very much like How I Met Your Mother and Have You Met Todd?
Dr. Red is going to still holding on to the killer clown. He's going to take him over to the exit and just be asking him questions like, I am very impressed by your spider legs. Are they a result of genetic modification?
No, I made a deal with a spider demon.
Okay, so the spider demon may be an expert, has some expertise in genetic modification. I will see if I can talk with them.
I mean, if you want to make a deal to get some genetic material from them, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to do that. And as you're talking, you hear that and feel the weird crunching sound as his spider legs go back into him, and
I can feel you disgusting yourself out.
and the killer clown Motif kind of sloughs off in the same way that his finance bro sloughed off, and it's the finance bro with the pink polo shirt and the khakis and the loafer. And he's like, yeah, like I'm sure he'd be willing to make some sort of deal or something for genetic material if you want to add it to your. There's a lot of them. It's not just the demon spider. It's like everything that like you do not like gives ick. There's a demon version of it that you can make a deal with.
Interesting. I'll just drop them.
It's very like personal too, because I've even seen a bunny demon. So like, there's someone out there who's big, who's a bunny, until there's a demon for it.
Interesting.
we flip back over to Todd being all like, have you met my friend Maevis?
So Rain did immediately forget the name.
Siren.
Todd would have Siren?
Yeah, it's even like part of your name. Siren.
No, it's not. Look, I have ADHD. Todd does not. So Todd's gonna be like, hey, look. So Maevis, this is my new buddy I just made, Siren. She got just kind of plopped into the team, kind of like you did earlier today to our team. So maybe bond over that, and then he's gonna fuck off.
Todd aggressively neurotypical.
Yeah, I feel like Todd just finishes the introduction and doesn't even wait to see if anything happens. Just goodbye.
No, not. Todd is 100% gonna probably like go off to Grizlar and be like, dude, I saw that sick move you made earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I do mostly office work. Executive assistant. I don't do this whole shoot run thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of here, just go where I'm told. It's sort of my mother's thing. She got me the job here and stuff, and so I just go where I'm told. Do what I'm told.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I only got the job because of my aunt, so you know, not a whole lot of places to get a job when you have. She like gestures at her hair full of snakes.
I guess that makes sense. Weirdly, they are kind of cute though.
Oh, thanks. That one's kind of a dick, so be careful. And she points to one that is like kind of got like coral snake almost vibes to it, and who was definitely like trying to like go along around the long way to get like close to you.
Okay, well, good to know. Siren, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure I got that right.
Maevis, right?
Yes, Maevis. Yes. Well, I hope to see you around the office. I guess. I mean, I could give you a way to contact me if you wanted. We could hang out after work or something.
It's pretty easy to find me here. I mean, I'm the executive assistant, along with Slosh Sound, Plop Sound, to Sethno. So, like, you know, you go up to the CEO floor office. I'm there. But yeah, and she'll go to pull out her phone and realize it is now melted. Todd. And pull out a melted like phone. And look at it and put it back and be like, maybe I should just give you my number.
I was saying, look, we gotta have insurance for that. Hazard of the job.
So she will put her number in your phone if you want.
Okay. Yep. Maybe we'll let that happen.
And you know what? She'll even once she puts her number in your phone, she'll like stereotypical like high school, like, arm around your shoulders, take a selfie to put as her contact picture, and like give you the phone back. And then you do see Jin comes up behind you because you were interacting with Jin too, and just also just kind of like puts a arm around your shoulders, like, so got some moves with that sword there.
I do think right now, like, Maevis is as red as our map here. Thanks. I've been training a long time with it.
Yeah. I think I heard some like calls of like moves, like lunar slash or something.
Yes. My mother made me train in the lunar eclipse technique. It just kind of happens when I do certain moves.
And I think you see this realization of like, oh, like you can almost see in their eyes like connecting who your mom is. And they, you've seen this a few times, Maevis, where you've mentioned your mom to someone, and it's not that they don't like your mom or they're scared of your mom. It's that more that sign of like, oh, I might have had a thing with your mom. And like you see that happen behind Jin's eyes, and they're still friendly to you, but they've definitely pulled back the flirting a little bit.
Coward.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah. I remember some of those moves. Like, good on you. I do think one or two of them were new though. You threw your own spin on it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course
good,
I did.
Good job there. I'm gonna go try and find Mega Brain. You guys lost Vi, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go see if I can find where they are, because you know the nanobots, yeah. Who knows where they are? They could be stuck in some sort of interdimensional pocket or something. And he's gonna awkwardly use that as his out to get out of this conversation. Since he's realized who your mom is. And I'm gonna actually call for confession cam for you. You have Siren's number now, and you just had this interaction with Jin where you have a pretty good idea that he probably, at the very least, hooked up with your mom at some point. What is Maevis feeling?
I feel like I shouldn't be surprised, but like, really, Mom? Jin? I mean, I guess he is hot. I can admit that, but like, really? I didn't think he'd be her type. That was a lot of awkward. But at least I got Siren's number. It's gonna be a good day.
Mm-hmm. And behind the window of the like confession cam room, you just see Jen passing by on a phone call. So you guys are victorious. That is, I believe, the second of the required team building exercises. I know you all discussed possibly doing a group cooking lesson if you wanted to, but you only mandatorily had to do two. You did the superhero fight tactics and the laser battle, so those are your mandatory two. Do you want to do a group cooking lesson, or do you all just want to vibe as a team?
I think the group cooking lesson could be fun and a good way to vibe as a team.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can vibe and
That's-
cook.
Yeah, best of both.
Battle was not as satisfying as I wanted it to be, and now I'm looking forward to the group cooking lesson.
Yeah, so you can head that way. Before your group cooking lesson, you all do have a provided catered and themed lunch that you can head to in the cafeteria. For that, if you want, and I think I even have a cafeteria map. 1 second. For no reason in particular, there's no reason that there would be a map for the cafeteria. Totally, no reason at
It's so
all.
we don't get lost.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't get lost. That's totally it. Did I?
I mean, we've established that the food here is pretty good, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, let's go get that free lunch.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the skulls.
Don't
There's
worry
over
about
the skulls. There's just blinding.
Don't worry about the skulls. Don't worry about
They just ate. The
nothing.
last people just ate here.
Don't worry about nothing. Oh wait, I gotta take Vi off the map because it's not there. Don't worry
Yes,
about
Vi.
the skulls. Don't worry about nothing. It's fine. With that, it's fine and no dread impending upon our characters at all. We are gonna go ahead and take a quick break, get some water, get snackies, do some in-place jogging exercises, squats, maybe take something, an animal or iguana, I don't know, for a walk real quick, and we will be back right after this break. Bye! Hello, and thank you for joining us after the break instead of disappearing on us. We appreciate you. Thank you. I mean, my players think there's something weird and hinky and vaguely menacing going on in the cafeteria right now. I don't know why villains would think that going into a villain cafeteria. Any kind of menacing vibe, why the skeleton tokens might invoke that.
I think Todd is generally genuinely, there we go, I can speak, infiltrating my brain, because while you were giving that description, I heard his voice in my head go, always be on the defensive. Like,
yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. You are becoming the Todd.
Oh no! That's a different character, and I don't want to be that character.
But yeah, welcome to the cafeteria of Death Lazered. It used to be on the ground floor, which is why it weirdly has an entrance from the outside. But as it grew, the cafeteria also went up. So they put the elevators where the outside entrance used to be.
That's good. That's good.
It happens. Nanobots, guys. I will say, you do see a couple things. So, contrary to popular belief among my players, the bones tokens are not skeletons. I needed a generic villain token. That's what I came up with. So that's just scatterings of villains that you may or may not know already in the cafeteria. You do see a couple of the Red Panda janitors being all cute. And then you are aware of the harpies, who are the lunch ladies in the cafeteria here, working in the kitchen, doing stuff. They do kind of keep track of things. You do go up and get whatever order you want, and they make whatever you want. It's kind of cafeteria / cafe. You guys don't have to pay for anything. It's just, chiller vibes. It used to be kind of like a chiller vibe where the public could come in and maybe get a sneak peek of some of the villains. But since it's no longer on the ground floor, it is on the 15th floor instead. It's no longer used for that purpose. It's just cafeteria and feeding you guys. The catering today smells fantastic. It smells like the best authentic Mexican food you could smell in a insert metropolis city here. And you do hear like the sizzling, and it's being fresh made and stuff like that by our harpy lunch ladies. You do hear the squawks and screeches as they're like calling orders and doing typical kitchen stuff like behind and all that kind of thing. So, you're here. Yay! What would you like to do?
I guess Grizlar would get us a table. I imagine you can sit anywhere then, right? Like it's like just anywhere.
Yeah, just sit wherever. There's couches in the back. There's tables and chairs scattered throughout.
I guess go for the couches. I feel like we'd be a couch kind of group. I think that's our vibe.
Couch is so good.
The couch is better at holding my weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Grizlar will go over to the couches to make sure they're unoccupied.
Yeah, they are currently unoccupied.
Because we know they're clean.
Yeah.
No, shut up. I was literally gonna say, how clean are they? Like, are they
sparkly?
Test?
Sparkly clean. Because our dearest red panda just reupholstered, not just cleaned, reupholstered the couches, and they're so shiny. Not a single squeak as you sit down on them. To be had. Now, for our viewers, the map was just so that for the moment the players could know what the cafeteria looked like. You can see they're all friends style on the couch in the back. So we are going to go away from the map for a little bit for our viewers. The map will still be up for the players, so you all can like remember what the cafeteria looks like. But you might not need the map. Who knows? I like how disbelieving everyone is. That nothing's gonna happen.
That was a total agreeing kind of like, that was an agreeing sound I made. That wasn't a disbelief. That was I agree with that.
I totally believe that. Disbelieving was not a sound that you made. But yeah, so food, if you would like to order it, you can definitely order it at the couches. You could go get it. If you vaguely say what you want, one of the red pandas will like do a cute little happy squeak and like toddle over on their back two legs. Go get you the food for you.
Does Dr. Ratchel have his nose?
Yep.
And the tendrils? Okay.
Todd, don't sit so closely.
I think Todd is like on the arm of the chair or arm of the couch with like one leg up on the table, kind of balancing.
I honestly do not know how long this will last.
It sounded like it can support you. I think we're good.
I'm not talking about the couch. I'm talking about the jellyfish tentacles coming out of my shoulders and.
Fair.
The elephant trunk, which has proven to be useful as he picks up a drink with the trunk.
I think Todd will flag down one of the red panda folks and be like, I would like a giant plate of whatever the chef thinks is the best offering today.
They pull out like a notepad and like one of those oversized kindergarten pencils from their janitor overalls, and they can do confirmation like squeaky noises at you and write it down, and they toddle over to Maevis, and you see them just stand there waiting.
Oh,
You look so offended.
two soy tacos, teas, and a lemon or lime wedge.
And then they toddle and like stop in front of you, Grizlar.
Grizlar just doesn't even acknowledge him. Just doesn't even acknowledge us.
They'll wait an awkwardly long time just staring at you.
Grizlar's like, shouldn't Grizlar thinks you should be cleaning, right? I mean, janitor, not whatever this is.
And
I am actually incredibly impressed that they developed hospitality abilities as well.
They'll toddle over to Dr. Ash with their pencil.
Yes, the same as Maevis's order, just double it.
And I will say, Grizlar, you can see now that they've turned their back to you to take the Dr. Ash's order. It's not actually writing words or anything. It's just like pencil scribble marks like a kindergartner might do. But even before they finish taking Dr. Ash's orders, you see like 3 or 4 of the red pandas toddling over, like carrying trays above their head and like stopping in front of the people who ordered the things with what they ordered.
Grizlar's gonna get his own food. Grizlar's getting his own food.
And you do notice that their hats do say head of janitorial service. The one that took your order.
Are you just trying to hurt me? Like, is this just like you're just trying to like? Is this?
All of their hats?
All of their hats. They are hive mind.
Collective head of. Oh, okay.
So as a catch-up for our players who may not have seen the flashback that we did, all of the red pandas come from a single red panda. And when something happens and they lose a tail or a limb or they explode into a bunch of pieces, other red pandas grow from those pieces, kind of like a starfish, but in very rapid pace. And they all share a hive mind. And they get smarter every time one of them is made.
They also have an incredibly impressive precognitive cleaning ability, which makes them able to clean something just as it is happening. Watch this. And Dr. Ash will like take the cup that he was drinking out and just like pour it out onto the floor.
And before it hits
Grizlar's gonna try to clean it.
Before it hits the floor,
dive at it.
There is a Okay, I will say, if you're gonna try to dive at it to clean it, go ahead and roll me against their action. We'll do this as a roll-off.
Okay. Okay. Action on time, baby. Would you say I get synergy since this is like my Arab expertise? Well, I'm already getting this too, but would this be synergy since this is what I do naturally?
I will give it to you. I don't know if it's gonna help you, but I'll give it to you.
What did they get?
At 11 plus 11, so 22. They're super related to cleaning, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. This is all they do. So before Dr. Rash even, like, the liquid hits the floor, there's a cute little red panda there with a bucket, and the liquid falls into the bucket. And then there's, like, he switches it out so that as the cup drops, there's a compost trash can that the cup falls into, and then like toddles away with both as Grizlar's there on the floor, like having tried to leap for it.
And Rashus continues like, it's a tidy sense.
Do I have to roll in the failed chart too? So I failed an action roll. Is that a?
I'm not gonna be mean enough to maybe give us an explosion here with this humiliation that's already happened to Grizlar.
Grizlar tries to play it off like he was just trying to go get some to order some food, so you don't see him just like slink off, shoulders hunched down. Just Grizlar will be right back. Grizlar Grizlar's hungry.
As Grizlar's walking away, you hear Maevis just, "Oh my god, they're so cute."
Yeah, Rash also says like if it weren't for their creation, Grizlar would still be cleaning to this day.
I think he's a little upset about that. If you, just in case you haven't picked up on the vibe.
How do you mean? Why would he be upset?
I think he prefers cleaning.
Why would he prefer cleaning?
I don't know. I'm not in Grizlar's mind, but he does seem to generally dislike the pandas.
Don't be ridiculous, Todd.
Okay.
He is on the team now, which, like, that's good, right?
Yes, think of all the fantastic things he did while we were in the laser battle.
I mean, he is fantastic. You won't hear me argue that. I'm just saying, he might have some feelings about it still.
Todd, you kind of got a couple rips on your politely Party City villain outfit, and as you're saying, he might like, not like the fact that you took away his job. You look down and there's two red pandas, one on either side of you, who have already fixed up your costume, and your costume probably looks the best it's ever looked and smells fantastic. You've been trying to figure out a way to properly clean this costume for a while.
I mean, I'm not sure that was entirely necessary. This is very cheap fabric. I don't know that it needed to be mended, but thank you.
You see one of them raises a hand as if to give you a high five and does like a happy speak.
Betrayal. I think at that moment I'm turning around to come back with like my tray and just see the high five.
No, Grizlar, I'm sorry.
You hear the tray just drop because like it just
before it drops, a red panda catches it for you and offers it to you.
Grizlar just walks back to the couch and sits down. Doesn't even take the food anymore. Just walks back and just
the red panda toddles after you with your tray and sets it down on the table in front of you for you.
What, out of curiosity, what was the best item on the menu today?
I don't know. What would Todd feel like is the best?
Well, I asked specifically what the chef thought was the best item.
So it is probably a burrito bigger than Todd's head, filled with like a slow roasted, pulled apart 3 different kinds of meat mixed in with like a hot red sauce, guacamole, maybe a pico de gallo as well to have a little bit more of the chunky salsiness in there, some sour cream, like 4 kinds of cheese. Like it's incredibly stuffed with food, and like again bigger than Todd's head.
I do think Todd is doing a happy food dance at the moment. Just like
as we're eating, Grizlar's like, but are we going to make food and right after this? Should we have eaten perhaps after we did that? Or
I'm not gonna lie, if we went straight into the cooking class, I would have been tempted to eat the ingredients instead of cook the food.
Yeah, it's better to cook on a full stomach. That way you don't end up
hangry. Yeah.
So you guys are eating lunch in the cafeteria. I'm going to, give you all that opportunity to confession cam how you feel about not just the day, but about each other, because you do have new people on your team now, and things have happened. I'm not going to start with Grizlar. Instead, I'm gonna start with Todd and their little happy food dance.
Yeah, okay. Todd is. I think there is a solid portion of that confession cam where he's just raving about the burrito. It's like, it was so good. Like, burned so many calories during the previous 2 exercises, needed to fuel up. Perfect. Also, I'm really glad that Maevis finally got that introduction that she was wanting. I was trying not to listen, but I did hear her mom get brought up, and like, I feel like it's so hard sometimes to be a part of this company and have everybody constantly bring up your parents and how great your parents are and their involvement with the company. And I know that Maevis is so kick-ass, and I feel like she deserves to make a name for herself apart from her mom. But maybe that's just me. I'm just saying. He just lets it like awkwardly drop off.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna have the crew do a snarky thing because they like did kind of go after Todd about their dad the other time. So
they're like, oh, maybe this is a sore spot.
Production notes the sore spot for later.
I'm not projecting. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dr. Rash, how are you feeling about the day, about the new team, about everything going on?
I think today was a good experiment into how the syringes that I carry around work. I wasn't really sure what those would do. I think this shows that going forward, I should collect as many as possible. The experiments that I do keep in my cubicle, they do tend to provide more of these slime mutagenic wastes besides the regular dander that the animals used to provide. They all kind of excrete this kind of strange material now that I may be able to use to modify myself further in temporary bursts. I think that could work out. I don't see any consequences to using some. Other than that, the team seems to be working just fine. And I don't know about you, but I am especially invested in the drama, in the possible drama between Maevis and the Medusa girl. I'm very interested in seeing how that all works out.
I like to think that Dr. Rash's favorite show is like the like soap opera-y like romances. That's why they're like, I'm invested.
It's Spanish novellas all the way down. There's always like a Spanish novella on like a small TV playing in the cubicle somewhere.
Maevis, how you feeling about the day? You got a number? You learned that somebody probably hooked up with your mom.
I feel like I gotta like maybe stop bringing up my mother around here because like that got really awkward with Jen earlier. But like the day's been really good. The soy tacos were pretty decent. I'm still a little weirded out by like new team and stuff, but like Todd's always been pretty cool. Like mostly in doses. Like sometimes like too much time with Todd can be a little much, but like Todd's great.
Can I, in the background of Maevis's confession cam in the window that's often behind her, you just see Todd in the hallway walk by and give like a huge high five to someone.
And you give a high five to someone who wasn't even trying to give you a high five. They had like raised their hand to grab something and you like just high five the shit out of their hand. And so like as you like give them a high five and pass them in the hallway, they just kind of like look at their hand and look behind them at you. Like very confused.
Strangely, the Todd coded, even though you went out of your way to say you're very much not the Todd.
And I will also say at the end of your confession cam, maybe your phone just kind of go off. It just like whatever your text tone sound is. And there is a text from Siren that's just a couple snakes and then like just like a couple snake emojis. That's all she said.
So they think like the confession cam then ends just like with her like smiling at her phone and like kicking her feet on the little like stool or whatever that they have in there.
Yeah. And then what I'm sure will be a rant will go over to Grizlar's confession camp.
I think there's a moment because this girl's looking at the camera, but like he notices Red Panda going by, like you can see the camera, sees the Red Panda going by before he begins. But yeah. I mean, what do you want Grizlar to say? It's been a day. New team is good though. Maevis, taking out the Great Orb, so it's good. Curious to see the whole mating ritual between them because it's different than kaiju, so that hopefully that works out for them. Yeah, Grizlar's just having a fantastic time. Todd may have given one of those things a high five, but Grizlar's totally cool with it. Grizlar's big fan of the Red Pandas now, so everything is great. Grizlar is so happy right now.
I think in this little mini rant that happens, Todd gave the Red Pandas a high five. It's totally cool. The post-production team adds in a little square of your confession, the playback of the Red Panda giving Todd a high five and catching you shocked dropping your tray.
Can Grizlar see that on the screen as they're doing it live too, just adding it on, just the script is
Yeah, you can see the production team in the background just adding it.
Was that necessary? Okay. Grizlar's done. Grizlar takes off mic, just walks out.
And I think as you're taking off your mic, you drop the mic thing and it almost hits the floor, and then there's a little Red Panda there, and it grabs it and helps. And also it looks like maybe the camera has on the lens a little bit of fog, so it goes toddles over there and also wipes that down real quick.
Grizlar's knocking everything down in that room as he gets out, just trying to knock everything down as he can.
It gives the camera guy a high five. Yeah, it gives the camera guy a high five, and it gets to work fixing everything that Grizlar knocked down.
Awesome.
You guys enjoy your lunch. It's fantastic. You have a little bit of time before you have to go to your cooking lesson. Is there anything that you all want to do as a team? Any just kind of interactions that you want to have with each other before we jump into the cooking class?
I think Dr. Ash will ask Maevis about her and Cyrene. So, how are things with the snake-headed girl?
Really good, really good. I mean, we just started talking, but she seems really nice.
Good. I could maybe cook up a creature capable of creating deep feelings of infatuation. Maybe some kind of a Cupid cat or a Cupid dog or a Cupid lemur or something like that.
Right, villains. No, I don't I don't think need that.
Well, just if you should ever want to force someone to feel a specific way for your own advantage, let me know and I'll do what I can to help.
I don't think it would be good for intercompany morale to force feelings, and I'm sure Maevis has got this. She doesn't need any help. It's fine.
Is Maevis going to ask them on date?
Naturally.
Is Maevis going to?
Eventually. I don't want to move too fast, but that's the hope, yeah?
Have you been on a date before?
Called out!
No, because our childhood was on the stricter side, one could say. So, I mean...
I do think it's funnier if Maevis hasn't been on a date. No. I haven't. Thanks for bringing that up, Todd.
No,
in front
that's
of
so
everybody.
exciting, though.
Yeah, it's
There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah.
In fact, you might find the villain lifestyle is actually more conducive to the dating scene. I've gotten so much more action as a blobfish man than I did as a human.
I have so many concerns.
Grizlar asks, is that because of the love thing you just talked about? Or
Only about like 25% of the time. But even then, those never actually worked out.
Okay, I'm gonna call for a convention camp with Dr. Rash. I think the crew's gonna ask a question, and it's gonna be like, so like, are these dates like of their own free will?
Yeah, the cupid creatures only work for about 5 minutes at a time, and then a lot of the work really becomes on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I did find that if you have to use a cupid creature in the first place, it probably won't work out in the long term.
Yeah, and like, what percentage of these dates were like a kidnapping situation?
More than 0. But apparently Stockholm syndrome is much more prevalent than you would think it would be.
I think there's just this moment where the like crew behind the camera is just dead silent, and it goes on for just a little too long. And then it goes back to the lunchroom where you guys are questioning Maevis.
I didn't mean to make you feel called out, and I do want to apologize for that. I also haven't been on a date, and I wanted to know if this was also like a big moment for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it will be a big moment. Yeah.
Grizlar has a great idea. You guys go and double date. That way you both have first dates.
What? That's okay. I first of all don't even know who I would ask, and
Grizlar will help you with that. Grizlar can definitely help you find someone.
Perhaps with someone who can put you.
no,
I love how matchmakery both Dr. Rash and Grizlar are. So
Well, if you
Todd,
can't clean, might as well be a matchmaker instead. I mean, new job, right? So it's fine.
Todd,
Tom, what would you say is your type?
Yeah, I was about to say confession camp.
Ooh, confession camp. Okay, for Tom,
Todd,
let's hear it.
confession camp. Is there anyone in the company that comes to mind when you're being questioned about, like, oh, you should go on a double date with Maevis and Cyrene? Like, everyone should go on a double date. It will be fun and fantastic and super duper cool, right?
Yeah. How do I get out of this? So, growing up, my dad is not exactly a romantic, and it was made very clear to me that anyone I dated should be in some way an advantageous match for the family. And to be honest, that's a lot of the reason I've avoided it. I can't imagine well, no, that's not true. I could imagine a few people I could choose that he wouldn't be outright upset about, but also I just don't really care. And I don't really want the third degree from him. I think he just like kind of stares off into the middle distance, like.
Yeah, so this void staring continues into the real world with the lunch happening, where Dr. Ash and Grizlar is like, you should ask someone out, Todd. You should totally ask someone out. Who do you want to ask out? And Grizlar, I think in his matchmaking enthusiasm has started to like map out who you could ask out.
Ooh, Grizlar can be. What do you say? Wingman. Is that the term?
That's definitely a term.
You know, that harpy did give us an extra serving of salsa. Maybe they have a thing for Todd.
Ooh. Does Todd like? Grizlar just looks intently.
So
you know,
just to ask the GM for the harpies. On the scale of bird to woman, where
they're probably like solidly like a 5 or a 6.
Wait, which way? Oh,
yes.
I guess in the middle. Okay.
I'll find my own date. I appreciate you wanting to help. Also, Maevis might not even want a double date. So, like, I don't want to intrude on your thing. Maevis, help me.
There's gonna be confession cam. Confession cam quickly from Grizlar comes back in. He poses back in, betrayed again. And confession cam.
I think Todd's staring at you so intently, like screaming with his eyeballs.
Maybe not for a first date experience.
That's such a good point.
But I mean, also Todd, just picking up some vibes. You know what? It's okay if you don't want to date anybody, right?
That has never been presented as an option.
I thought dating was always an option. Grizlar's confused.
Oh yes, you can always not date. That's fine.
That one. I would prefer that one. I like a lot of friends, and less yeah.
Okay.
Grizlar understands. And Grizlar's gonna turn to the side a little bit because he's gonna text Vi, but his hands are pink, and that's embarrassing for Kaiju to like not at their scale. So he's gonna just like turn and keep it close and just text a quick text to Vi saying, "You okay?"
No.
So you know those like how it tells you it did not send?
Where are they? What?
Yeah, you're just like, you get that like kind of notification where it either like grays out or gives you the little exclamation point or whatever. It tells you like it did not send.
So so for us, is any of that normal? Is it normal for the vibe to disappear every once in a while, or is it normal for the building to just take people from an exercise?
I mean, the building does weird shit. If it broke in what was clearly an interdimensional plane that was made specifically for the laser battle team building exercise, then something happened.
So it's not. So
What is normal?
Grizlar's gonna say, "Don't be alarmed, but can't text by." Grizlar's just a little concerned.
I think Grizlar, since you're on your phone, you see the notification from the company email come through, and it's clearly from like the nanobots, and it kind of says the exact same thing the announcement did. It goes, "You are currently looking for Vi, who's not available at the moment. They're floating through the interdimensional space under the laser battle map. They will be returned to you in an unknown amount of time. Thank you for your patronage. If you would like to inquire further, please press 2 to hear about services."
Two.
So
operator. Just kidding.
What might be a good idea, because if I know Vi, she's gonna be pissed about being in an interdimensional space for an undetermined amount of time. When we go to do our cooking class, maybe we can just brew up some extra tea for Vi for whenever she gets back.
Grizlar loves the idea.
We can do that.
Looks at Dr. Rash. Maybe not experiment with the tea though. Just keep it really
Standard
tea.
tea.
Oh no, I've learned my lesson for messing with Vi's tea ingredients without her permission.
I love that little tidbit, and I'm gonna just file that away for later.
This is where I'm gonna get in trouble with Dr. Rash, which if I haven't gotten in trouble already, because my natural inclination is always like yes and. So at the slightest even suggestion of some kind of like misbehaving, I'm going to jump at it.
File it away for later. But yeah, so you guys have an enjoyable lunch. Super clean space. You do hear squeakies of things and of the red pandas like working around you and cleaning tables as they become available. You do see some people that you recognize from other floors come in and have lunch. If there's anyone in the company outside of I'm not gonna put Maevis on the spot and say Siren comes into the thing. But if there's anyone else from the company that you want to interact with, now would be the time before you head off for your cooking lesson.
I mean, I don't think it. I mean, Grizlar has an idea, but Grizlar doesn't want the person to be there, so no, we're good. Grizlar's done, we're good.
For the comedy of it, I think I want to burn a backstory point. Is there, GM, anyone in the company that Todd's dad has previously strongly suggested he should date?
Yeah, so I think there is. Let me
Maybe
come up
clown
with
guy?
Possibly other than Maevis.
Let me come up with a name, because I think it would be funny if they are the opposite of Todd. Their last name is Winter. Their first name is
Dottie.
Yeah, sure. Dot Winter. They're like just under 6 feet tall. Winter icicle themed. They have long hair that kind of goes all the way down almost to like their butt, but it's more like strings of snow and crystals rather than actual hair material. Pale blue skin. The Winter family, much like the Burns family, is very famous in the villain sphere. And but Dot Winters has as much enthusiasm for this as you do. Like they're like they're just here because they have to be, to run out the time clock so they can go do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do instead of be here. They are a little bit more rebellious against their parents than you are. They're definitely more like the bad child in that like they do the opposite of what their parents tell them to sometimes. There was a time period, I'd say, when you guys were like high school age where they dated a hero's kid, and that was like a whole thing that caused like a whole like scandal in the city for a while. They actually like helped the hero's kid like save the city at one point, and it was like a big thing, and then they got sent off to like villain boarding school for a few years as like punishment for that whole incident. And I think as they're like, you're getting bombarded by Dr. Rush and Grizlar being like, is there anybody? You should totally pick someone. I think Dot walks in and is talking to like a group of that they're doing their team building exercises with.
Yeah. And I think like in the midst of this conversation and seeing Dot walk in, it's like, oh fucking hell. Cooking class. So and like
Do we notice that glance? Because Grizlar's definitely tried to be like, what are we looking on? Like that turn around. like
I don't have a neck, so when I turn to look at somebody, it's the whole body.
both of us, I think both of us turn in that direction.
I do think Maevis is just like, oh, Todd, look, it's Dot. Hi, Dot.
Yeah, thanks, Maevis. Thanks so much.
Because I think you.
I think we're all friends. Like we
Yeah,
went to school together.
yeah. I think Mavis's mom and your dad and maybe like Dot's parents and a few others like get together with like a villains like reunion or something. Like they all have started as villains around the same time, so like they drag their kids to these things. And so I think you guys all like vaguely know each other. So I think Dot, like hearing their name, like will turn around and just kind of like give you like a vague wave, you know, and a smile. Like they recognize you, they say hi. But they are like ordering their food, so they won't like come over and say anything. But they do clock that you're over there.
Yep. So cooking class. Yep. Let's go.
You don't want your friend to come say to.
I'm sure I will see her at the next family barbecue. Like the most like strange smile.
Well, you don't want Todd doesn't want to give them a high five, Grizlar. Okay. Grizlar docs, but
Oh.
And just to add some drama, I think as Grizlar goes, "Oh, Todd doesn't want to give them a high five? That's so strange." Like in the background of the camera on your group, you do see who they're standing next to kind of like elbow them a little bit and like say something, and they both like kind of giggle and like look over their shoulder at your group. And she kind of like whacks them in the shoulder, like, "Shut up." And gets their food, and they as a team go over to like the table and start eating. Cause drama, why not, guys?
The existential dread of what that could possibly have been about. Todd is such a bro, but also somehow in this very specific instance, it's totally socially inept. Like, does not know how to handle this at all. Just like, you know what? Hey, Maevis, are you ready to cook? Let's go cook. We make some tea for Vi. I don't actually know what the cooking class is about. I'm kind of hoping it's desserts. We just had like a really savory lunch. Some sweets would be nice.
That's not for like 20 minutes.
It never hurts to show up early.
Yeah, that's such a good point, Maevis. I agree.
Beat traffic.
Okay,
Navigate this really, really strange building.
Yeah. As you're getting up and you're like, "Let's go," you do realize you have to pass by the table that Dot's at to get to the exit for the cafe.
Set ourselves on the opposite side of the entrance, so everyone's gonna see us leave.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Does she say anything, or does she just let Todd be awkward?
I think Dot like knows that Todd is awkward in this way. Because I think Dot is very aware that like your dad and probably her dad were like, "Yeah, you guys should get together, ha ha ha." And I think she's more like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, Dad," than you were about it.
Yeah, truly in my head, it is like much more akin to like, you guys should get married.
Yeah. Skipping the dating entirely straight to you actually know for a fact that your dad and their dad went into like this like a business discussion. It was like negotiations and what would this family get and what would that family get and what benefit would this family get and would it be more than this, like it was like a full blown business negotiation. And that was the year that Dot started openly dating the superheroes kid as kind of like a to her parents.
Yeah, like I think they are both acutely aware that like a prenup has already been drafted, and like she's handling it a lot better than Todd is. Todd's like, I don't even know how to talk to you anymore. Actually, I hope you're well. Okay, bye.
I think she laughs when you're like, hi, and it's like waits and like lets you awkwardly leave the situation, and then does text you because I think you guys have all known each other since you were kids, so you guys have each other's phone number. And she goes, "Way to be cool about it."
What am I supposed to do? I feel like at any moment, this is all like all caps and text. Someone's gonna turn around the corner and it's gonna be like a little fucking spy for my dad that's like, oh, Todd was talking to Dot. Maybe it's finally time, and I don't want to deal with it.
I think she sent you the gif of the guy that's like freezing and has icicles on him, and it just says chill. Like, we've both already agreed that we're not letting our parents dictate who we're gonna be in a relationship with. You don't like me, it's cool.
It's not like it's some like old TV trope that's gonna get us together in the end.
And I will say, our audience might have caught on, Todd probably didn't, the very specific language of, you don't like me, it's cool.
But does Todd not like them?
As far as Dot is concerned, that is true.
Okay, that's an answer.
Can we say that was a confession cam and it was the crew that was like, so you don't like Dot at all? And Todd is like, that is what she said.
I think as you're in the confession cam too, they will also point out. So you don't think like the specific verbiage she used is at all weird?
No. Why would it be weird? What would be weird about it? We've clearly both agreed. We're both aware neither one of us wants this whole situation. So why would I read into it?
I think they like want to say something, and then they have a flashback to like Vi like busting into the production thing and being like, "Don't be mean to Todd."
Hell yeah!
Yes. And they kind of like stop themselves. But I do think because of that, they do pull Dot into a confession cam too, and that's also like, why am I here? I'm like, yeah. So like, how do you feel about Todd? And they're like, I mean, they obviously don't like me. It's fine. Our parents are weird as shit about this stuff. I mean, look at Maevis's mom. Maevis's mom has done like half the adults and like vampires in this city. And like, you know, they have to play the "Are we related" game probably, and like, you know, they finally found someone, but it sounds like my girl Siren. Go get it. Shout out to Siren. But like, you know, Todd is just not in that space for a relationship at all. Like, I mean, you saw how quickly he tried, and then I think the confession cam like ends there. With like you scrambling to get out of the cafeteria as quickly as possible.
as us, they're still waiting there too, walking,
Yeah.
And I think as you pass Maevis, Dot will also like be like, "Oh hey, oh Siren likes dark chocolate." And like gives you like a look and like finger guns, and the finger guns are almost reminiscent of the Todd finger guns. Like maybe that's the habit she picked up from Todd.
Mavis definitely blushes and just, thank you.
Welcome. Also, she takes the 5th elevator at like 4:30 every day.
Everybody wants to see this happen.
That Dot is a girl's girl.
I love the idea that Dot maybe doesn't know they've talked, just seen her once. It was like, Mavis is gonna want to get to know her. I will start taking notes.
Well, you realize as like Dot has given you this heads up that Dot also works on that CEO floor doing stuff like more office thingy, because that was like the deal she ended up having to like scrape out from her parents. Is like, I will work at Death Laser, but I will not work as a villain. So she works on the same floor as Rain.
A deal that Maevis is not brave enough to try to negotiate.
Maevis, are you taking the elevator?
Yeah, I was gonna take the elevator.
Okay, cool. I just wondered because like Todd is gonna go to the elevator for once, mostly because he just wants like the doors to shut behind. Like he wants like a wall between him and this whole situation so quickly. But I think who else is taking the elevator? Are you, Grizlar, and
Well,
are you both?
Grizlar thought that was our thing taking the stairs, but I guess Todd just doesn't like stairs anymore, so it's Grizlar's is like it's cool.
Time.
It's cool. It's cool. Just guess we take the elevator, I guess.
Yeah, Rash doesn't trust the weight limit, so
That's
Rash
fair.
takes the
Okay, so I think there's like a beat where Maevis and Todd are in the elevator alone, and Todd just kind of like sinks against the wall. And it's like, Maevis, it's so awkward every time. And I know you don't know this, probably. I feel like I've told you about the whole situation with our parents and the like arranged marriage thing, and like I don't know, I've known her since we were kids and we're like best friends, and we agreed a long time ago that we weren't gonna do that, and I still feel very passionately about not doing that whole situation, but like also I don't know, it's complicated.
Todd, do you like Dot?
I mean, what is liking someone? If they're like your best friend for like 18 years, and like the whole time you've only ever thought of them as a friend, and then your parents try to make you get married and you don't want to get married, and you both agree that you're not gonna get married, and then like a year later you sort of kind of want to like maybe kiss her cheek. Is that liking someone? I
knew it. I knew you've been lying to me.
What do you mean?
I thought I was picking up a vibe, and you said no, but I thought I was picking up a vibe.
The thing is, it wasn't a lie. I did genuinely mean it at the time. And then, I don't know, like I guess we both grew up a little bit more, and I've never felt like this before, and I don't know what it means. And also, she's my best friend, and also my dad's gonna like read way too much into it if I even entertain it for a second. So I think the answer's still no for right now.
Okay, I mean, that is more than fair. Can I spend a backstory point here? Because I would like to say that Maevis knows. Mavis has a confession from Dot.
Yeah.
that like she's not ready to marry Todd, but would like to like go on a date with Todd.
That is a very easy for me to give you for a BS point because of that particular verbiage of I know you don't like me, it's cool. Like, you know, like Dot is a similar situation. Like, they grew up together, they found out that their parents were trying to do this arranged thing. Dot immediately went fuck you and dated a like superheroes kid on purpose, very publicly, as a fuck you to her parents. And then they there's like a sleepover night maybe like after they break up with this superhero's kid where like you guys do like the truth and dare. You and a couple other like villains kids are all there doing it, and Dot does confess that they actually like Todd, but they will never tell their parents that because they know Todd doesn't like them, and they don't want to have either of their parents put that kind of pressure on them. Like, it's fine, like, it's chill, like that kind of verbiage, like, it's fine, it's cool, it's chill.
I think Todd is aggressively demisexual, and like at the time that it was suggested was like no, and like genuinely has never felt a romantic urge toward anyone else either, and is still kind of grappling with like his own identity and feelings and like, what the fuck, where did this come from, what?
I think as Grizlar and Dr. Rash are coming up the stairs, like he was gonna say like Grizlar doesn't understand why relationships are so tricky. I mean, maybe it's just Grizlar's been out of the dating game for so long, but Grizlar thinks it's pretty easy. So
yeah, I don't think it's you, Grizlar. I think they are making things much more complicated than they need to be. I'm very much in favor of just saying what you feel at all times at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. Grizlar, what is the dating scene like for a kaiju? What do kaijus do when they want to date someone?
And, well, can I say backstory point too that he's married? Grizlar's been married to
Grizlar is
kaiju,
married. Is your kaiju a normal size kaiju?
No, she's giant, and like she's like you. Sometimes the heroes will fight her. Like she's not even like a registered villain because she's out there doing the kaiju thing.
She's like, I was just going to the grocery store.
So yeah, but but they battle though. Like they fight. It's like it's not a fight to the death, but it's like a fight to kind of show how much love they have for one another. Like how willing are you to fight to really show that? So it's like a battle.
Yeah, and how did you how do kaiju start dating? Do they like go up to each other and just roar at each other? How does that look?
Yeah, you just start fighting. Like if you see when there's a mutual attraction, like you guys both like each other, you just fight, full on brawl. So. Mm-hmm.
And when you fought your wife, who won?
Yeah, she punted me across the town because I'm kind of small. So but she said I took it really well though. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you have given yourself with this backstory point a wife who is the size of a normal kaiju. Do you guys have kaiju kids?
Oh yes, this is Grizlar dad. Like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Yes, I want Grizlar to be a dad. So yeah.
I think Grizlar would be a great dad.
Now, how many of Grizlar's kids are Grizlar sized, and how many are the size of his wife?
Or some of them
or
just
somewhere
like 6
in the
feet tall.
between? Yeah.
Maybe somewhere in between, like the mom and my height, so like still taller than me, but like not full kaiju, like maybe 70 feet, so still pretty giant, but not as big as my wife.
Here's the thing though, that puts like Grizlar's kids in like prime like mutagenic teenage teen territory.
Oh my god.
Which is also one of like Dr. Ash's specialties. So if ever your kids want to get together and do like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, Rash is all on top of that.
Could it be another backstory point where they have that connection, one of my sons and Rash? Could I spend 2 to give them a connection?
So if you spend 2, I'll let you have Dr. Ash have this connection where he's talking to a couple of your kids about making like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kaiju team.
Hell, I'll spend the point too.
I love it. Yeah, Grizlar's not sure how he feels about it now too, ever since like losing his job. So that's maybe, yeah. That may be a point of contention, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think a couple of your kids came on like a, take your kids to work day, and they met Dr. Ash, and Dr. Ash was like, I have a proposal.
Grizlar was completely against it at the time, but the more you're against it, your kids are going to be like, no,
Yeah,
they don't want to
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
So
wanna
that
do
will
that.
kind of...
You can't stop me, I'm 18!
It is very important to get your children to extracurricular activities.
And Grizlar's like, yes, Grizlar's trying to get them into, cleaning and the whole janitor thing. Grizlar knows they're fine.
I would consider that an extreme sport of any kind. Maybe something like skateboarding, hockey, basketball, maybe.
But they don't want to. Grizlar knows they don't want to do that. They've never been into that kind of stuff.
As I say, they've never been into that kind of stuff. I think your 8-foot tall son is skateboarding through the office.
It's just a phase, okay? It's just a phase they're going through.
And another son is moving giant tables to make a ramp for the 8-foot tall skateboarder and holding it.
All right, Dr. Rash is the cool uncle. Got it. I needed that because other aspects of Dr. Rash's behavior have not been too good.
There we go. See, there we go. This is perfect.
Yeah, so as Todd is having this existential dread moment in the elevator with Maevis, and you guys get to the floor with the cooking class, you guys do come out, and it is almost like hibachi style. Each of the little tables for people to stand around to do the lesson at is the grill top. And walking through, you see a kind of kraken, except for the fact that they're not in a water tank. They're instead in a big bowl of seawater in the middle of the room, but their tentacles can reach all of the tables to help people, and they are wearing a them-sized chef hat. And they don't speak. They make clicking sounds at you, but you hear words in your head, almost like they have telepathy. This is Ted. He's one of the creatures that normally hangs out in the tanks in the lobby. Him and Frank take turns looming menacingly over people and causing people to freak out and get scared. It's part of their whole thing. But Ted is really passionate about cooking. So he is leading the cooking lesson here today. And as you all enter, you hear in your minds oh yeah, come in, get comfortable. Pick a station. We're going to be going over showboating and cooking. And if you guys manage to do well, there'll be a sweet treat at the end. And you see the room getting filled out. Your rival team does come in and takes one of the spots along with Siren because they're part of that rival group. And
Is the only spot is the only spot left next to them by chance? The only open spot is it next to?
I mean,
I think it might be.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. And because I'm not just automatically a mean DM, I would like Todd to roll me a circumstantial roll. Just a D20. You want above a 10.
Okay.
You may want, but I don't.
Yeah, you want above a 10. The rest of us want under 10. Okay,
That's
yeah.
a 15.
Over 10. So Dot's group does not come into the room. Another team, probably from the 84th floor, comes in. They have an elephant man as one of their team members who just makes eye contact with Dr. Rash and gives a thumbs up because you still have the trunk. All right, so here's how this is going to go. Each one of you is going to get a chance to roll a d20. You will tell me what stat you're using to help with this meal. If this goes terribly wrong, you're still going to eat the food. It's just not going to be good for you when you eat the food. If you do well, you're gonna get some bonuses for next time. That will carry over into the next episode. Yes, Todd.
Can I go first?
Sure.
I would like to use action for this. And I'm gonna say that it's in the like ingredient prep portion. Like Todd just has wicked knife skills.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead and wicked knife skills this for me.
Oh!
I think Todd is distracted about the existential crisis they're still working through. Todd, tell me how this prep goes wrong.
Yeah, I think two ways. It's gonna be slower than intended. Like he thinks he's gonna like get through this really quickly, and he starts off somewhat careful, where he's like, okay, cutting with intention and guarding fingers in the correct way, and wow, this is taking about twice as long as everybody else. Okay, let's try and speed this up. And then he definitely just like cuts one of his fingers, like doesn't cut it off or anything, but just like just slices a bit, and it's like, well, medic.
Ooh, Grizlar likes the idea of blood as a flavoring. It's a great idea, Todd.
I'm not sure the entire team will agree, but I'll set these ones aside just for you, Grizlar.
I think Jen kind of like looks over your table and gives you a thumbs up when Grizlar's like,
none for you.
Blood would be a great ingredient in our food. Like, yeah, blood would be a great ingredient in your food. So yeah, who would like to help? So you got one failure.
I think Grizlar's gonna have to be action. So they did chop it. So maybe if we're doing like a dough, like can just like be good at just like kind of kneading the dough very harshly, I guess.
You got some aggression to work out. You've had some disappointments.
Everything's fine. Everything's great.
Yeah, so roll me action.
Okay. Would this be a disadvantage because my tragic law knocking stuff down? Would that give me -2 since I'm not like? Could that affect this at all or no?
Yeah, I'll have it affect it.
Damn, I shouldn't have said anything.
You're the one that brought it up.
I know.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm actively gonna be looking for negative bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So like
16.
It's a little overworked, but it's fine. It's definitely edible. It's gonna maybe be a little tough.
You see girls just going at it too, just like the anger, just like it was just kneading. He jumps up and does like the people's elbow on it too, just like to really make sure to
and I think
really
like
get kneaded in.
Like 2/3 of the way through the time that you're working this dough, you all hear in your head the cracking. I think that dough is fine. I think okay. And just
He's incredibly enthusiastic about his endeavors. It's why we love him.
Confession camera. Grizlar's just into baking and kneading, making bread. Like Grizlar didn't see what the problem was. They didn't have to pull me away from it. Grizlar was completely fine. And the camera.
Okay, Dr. Ash, Maevis, how would you like to apply your skills to this cooking?
Yeah, I think Rash is going to try to equate like spices and sauce making with his mutagenics. I don't want the bonus. It's not. I'm actively acknowledging those are not the same thing, but Rash does not know that. And we'll be trying to like get some like marination and stuff going, with this recipe, and I'm just gonna roll. If it's, I'm going for mystery because I have a -3 to that.
Yeah, sounds like that would be a mystery roll.
What are we making? Like with this combination effective? Is it like a shepherd's pie situation? Like.
Rash is going about this the same way he does with his mutagenics. He doesn't know what the result will be. He's just trying things and seeing what pops out.
So far, I think we're making.
Of course, now I roll well.
Legends is.
Yeah, you make a delicious sauce. You have no idea what this sauce is going to be used for, but you make a delicious sauce.
Rash is very proud.
Mavis, what would you like to do to help with this cooking?
So I would like Maevis to be doing the mixing of some sort. And I'd like this to be a drama roll if you're okay with. I'm imagining like this is like a home ec room where like the counters are like next to each other, and there's like some of them there's like walls, but not all of them, so you can see over them. And so like Maevis is trying to impress Siren, who's on the other side on the counter.
Yeah, I will allow it.
Come on.
17.
Yeah. So I will also allow you. Remember what Dot told you, Mavis, that Siren's favorite thing is dark chocolate, and you remember that, and you're remembering that at some point you guys are doing some sort of dessert thing, depending on how the main cooking goes. So you mix up like almost like a ganache, like dark chocolate mix. And ignoring Todd's bloody ingredients, you,
The flavor.
along with Grizlar's dough and Dr. Ash's sauce, sure, make this like baked dough, dessert dough, dark chocolate ganache thing.
I
Just
think the
perfect.
camera just like pans over to Todd in the corner. He's given up on the main cooking lesson. He's just brewing the tea for Vi, but he's like trying to calm himself down, so he's like staring at the tea. Like let's imagine it's like a glass teapot, so you can see through it. It's like a little like meditative moment for Todd, but externally looking at it, he's just like fully leaned his forehead against the cabinets above the counter, just like
And Mavis, I think you get a text message from Dot to be like, "Oh my god, I heard Todd got hurt. Is he okay?"
Senzak. Yes, he did get hurt. He's fine. But also, no.
And then you just get a bunch of question marks back.
He seems to be going through some sort of existential crisis.
Oh my god, the crew didn't mention his dad, did they? I will so fuck up with their equipment if they mention his dad.
Maybe? I don't think so. I don't think that's it.
And you see, like, as you're getting text to, like, Dot is, like, trying to, like, get you to tell them what's wrong with Todd. You also see Siren's phone go off, and they, like, you see them, like, text message back and forth a little bit, too. And you get the feeling that Siren might have been the one to tell Dot that Todd got hurt.
Todd is currently banging his head against the cabinet? Question mark. So how did our food turn out?
I do want to note something too, though. Even though, so Todd did spill blood, and technically Grizlar cleaned it up to cook with it before the Red Pandas could. So I'm just saying that they didn't clean that up. Just letting everybody know.
I mean, they
So that's
had
all.
gone to go clean it up, and then Todd was like, "No, it's fine. We'll keep it as an ingredient. Grizlar wants it as an ingredient." So I think Dr.
Oh.
Rash over Grizlar's shoulder saw Red Pandas entering the kitchen. They heard this like, "No, we'll use it as ingredients. It sounds tasty," and then like backed out of the kitchen.
I mean,
counts.
it does seem like it would be semi-reasonable for the Red Pandas to not be in the cooking place. Because, like, you can kind of clean as you go when you cook, but a lot of that does just need to be handled after you're done.
Maevis, what would you say is your favorite dessert as a character?
Mavis. I think Mavis would like something really simple, just like a oatmeal raisin cookie or something that she would have with her hot chocolate that she gets every day.
Okay. So I think you noticed that while Jin's group is like doing the whole like choo-choo thing that the hibachi grill people do with the like stacked onion things and all of that, I think you've noticed that Cyrene has been baking, almost like someone told them. And you just gonna as Dot is trying to like get this information out of you in text message, and you notice this.
So I think it's just like, look, Todd's gonna be fine. Just needs time. Also, are you the one who told Siren about the cookies?
I think she just sent you back a winky face. And so your food, the food part, like the savory food part, is saved by Dr. Rash's sauce. The vegetables taste a little metallic. The meat's maybe not the like best cooked, maybe a little burned, but the sauce saves like the stir fry thing you end up making. But the dessert you make with the slightly overdone dough and this fantastic like dark chocolate ganache mix is great. It's like these little like bite-sized like twisted dough things coated with a ganache top. And I think as you're getting the dessert done and the moderately okay-ish food done too, you see Cyrene heading over with like a little plate of like oatmeal cookies to your table.
Seeing this, Mavis is gonna like cut out a little piece of like with lots like scooping a little extra dark chocolate onto it for Cyrene.
Okay. Can Grizlar do an awkward pop-up thing and like oh, cookies, like it's just that whole awkward like oh, Grizlar loves cookies. Oh boy.
Yeah, I thought it might be nice to share what dessert we made with you guys. And she like just kind of like puts the cookies on the table.
Yeah, here. I have a piece of our dessert for you.
Yeah. Thanks. And like they're trying, and they're like, you can see they're really enjoying the dark chocolate aspect of it. And you at that moment get a text message from the Dot below the winky face that just says, "You're welcome."
I think Mavis takes a cookie and then just so I wanted to ask, would you like to maybe go on a date sometime?
I like to think Grizlar is actually in the background. Oh my god! And she kind of gives him a smile, and she's like, "Yeah, I'd love that."
Cool. We'll figure out the details.
Yeah, I mean, you have my number, so just text or call me, and she like awkwardly starts backpedaling away from the table, like not knowing how to end the interaction quite yet, and gets pulled back into things with her team at the table as they're like sharing out the food that they made too, so like they can try it. Todd, you just overheard Maevis getting a date.
I did. I think Todd pauses from banging his head against the cabinet for a second to just give like a thumbs up in Maevis' direction, like overhearing it, like you did the thing, good job.
Is it the one that's bandaged or the other hand?
Yes, yes, 100%. A bandaged thumbs up in Maevis' I think once the tea is done brewing, he'll like put it in a little thermos for Vi for later, and then walk back to the team and see the oatmeal cookies and be like, "Where did those? That's not what we made. What? Where that?"
So Rain brought them over.
Dot tell her.
Yeah. Which speaking of, when you're ready, please tell her you're okay. She's been like texting me nonstop this whole time. She's where got you?
Yeah,
She heard you got hurt.
Okay, yeah. Pulls out his phone. It's like, I'm fine. I cut my hand a little bit, but like it's already bandaged. It's fine. And then he had a good selfie with the bandaged hand thumbs up.
I think she, because you guys, you've said you guys have been, best friends since childhood. I think she has this like that banter where the gift she sends you is just someone getting whacked upside the head. She's like, stop being an idiot and hurting yourself.
I will certainly try my best. I think Todd looks at Maevis and the cookies and like knows Dot well enough to know the meddling that she has been doing good-heartedly. Like she is always really good for that kind of stuff. As much as I would like to be a friend to you and give dating advice, I am clearly not equipped. But Dot probably would be.
And Dot probably would be. You get like a, oh my god, text message. We have to talk outfits.
And then could Grizlar pull Todd away for a second, if possible?
Yeah,
for a
sure.
second, yeah. So he's like, Todd, Grizlar just thinks you've been acting. Grizlar doesn't know you that well, but usually, high five guy, stare buddy. But Grizlar notices that you've been acting differently. Is Todd okay, or?
Within a relative degree of okay. It's been a weird, life, but particularly the last couple months. I'll be fine. I appreciate you checking in, though.
Of course, team now, so Grizlar wants to make sure they know the whole team is good, so...
Yeah, things are just... The dating things. It's always been such a loaded topic, especially where Dot is concerned. But yeah, no, I'm good. Thanks, man. I think Todd holds up his hand for a high five.
Just jumps up and gets a good high five, that loud kind of smack that you can hear throughout the whole area. So yeah,
it's definitely the bandaged hand that he just didn't think about. It's like, I have some regrets, but not about the high five, just choosing this hand part.
Little blood splatter hits someone nearby, but it's cool, it's cool, they're fine.
Yeah. So, because you guys beefed the entree but did good on the dessert, I will give you everyone next episode for whatever may happen. Who knows? A free reroll. So since you did good on the dessert, but you beefed the entree, you don't get the entree bonus. But I will give you the free re-roll for the dessert. So you have that. You may need that next time. who knows? Yeah, totally no foreshadowing, guys. That might be useful.
So, Kay, your voice sounds a little weird there.
Change inflection a little bit.
Totally no reason.
Weird inflection.
As Todd and Grizlar has this bro moment, I will say, Todd, do you consider Grizlar a bro?
Don't break my heart.
Absolutely, of course.
Specifically, a bro under your broship?
Definitely.
Okay. If you as the audience is like, what the fuck is a broship? You should really go watch the other episodes. There's really important things happen. Totally not me trying to get you to go watch them. But with that broship ad of Grizlar, and Maevis getting bombarded by Dot now that they have a date agreed to but not planned with Siren. We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. Thank you so much for joining us for this wild ride of just a good time. We'll go ahead and go around again and let our players let you know where you can find them, what they're up to. We'll go, if I remember the order, in the opposite order that we did to start with. So Blake, you're first.
I thought I did start. Oh well. Either way, I'm upset we're ending now because I want to know what Dr. Ash put in the sauce, but that's fine. We can do that. That'll be next time. You can find me, of course. You can find me here.
Wait for that later, so.
Yes, yes. Looking forward to it. But yeah, you can find me here sometimes with Zilzaddy or with the oh my gosh, let's forget the name of it. The Cozy Trauma Crew. But yeah, it was a blast, and I'm looking forward to the next session.
Awesome. Dr. Rash. Christian, where can people find you?
Yes, I was Christian. You can find me on Louis Kaboom on the socials. Check the bio cipher in my defense. If you want to see me perform stuff in person, by the time this episode comes out, I will probably be in the middle of a run for Julius Caesar. So come watch me go stab Caesar 23 times. It'll be really, really fun. It's gonna be so bloody. Our blood person on set is like really excited, and whenever a blood person gets excited, it's gonna be fun. Come check it out.
Awesome. Sophia, what you're up to? Where can people find you?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we. You can find me at Nerdy Teddy on Blue Sky, which is the best place to figure out where I am, because sometimes I show up in random places on random channels for random things. Otherwise, mostly I am over on Nerds with Dice, where I am the founder and chancellor. We're currently, as of when this is recording, in the middle of our Screens We Share event, which is GM Learning Month. We've got several people who are at the very least inexperienced GMs, or haven't GM'd on screen, taking their first steps into doing that for APs and stuff. We've got panels. It's all kind of cool stuff. That's all for charity. We've got a packed schedule up until past June. We've got charity streams for June, so come check all of it out. And check out Nerds W Dice, I believe, or no, Nerds with Dice on Blue Sky as well for more information, casting calls, and all that stuff.
Awesome. Sounds fantastic. And Rain, our cryptid of the group, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hello. Sophia, I appreciate you sharing your pronouns because I always forget to. My name is Rain. My pronouns are they, them. And you can maybe find a sighting of me at Rainbow Tiefling on mostly Instagram if I ever post. But yeah, as always, it's been a blast. Had a great time, and I'm excited to see what chaos we get up to next time.
Awesome. And I am Kayla, just KDM Dalliance. I do too many things, so I'm not going to say them all. Otherwise, I will just say stick around for Paracosm Entertainment. We're going to have tons of things coming down the pipeline. If you love the chaos of this group, buckle down. It's going to get more chaotic, and we're also going to dive into a new system with Daggerheart with the next couple of series. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. If you missed anything, go watch the VODs. They're available on the Paracosm Entertainment YouTube channel. And we will see you next time. Goodbye. Bye.